Tiger family, we want to welcome you guys to Tiger Stadium for our first home game of the 2019 football season.
You're listening to Coyote Country 92.7. Hello and a welcome to Tiger Stadium for the first time in the 2019 season. Tiger football kicking off, and we're excited to see what we're going to get from Tiger football this season. They're taking on the Valencia Jaguars from Los Lunas, and as you may have noticed, we're here on 92.7. I think it's the first time we've ever done a football game here on Coyote Country 92.7. Obviously, we've had some technical problems with our 103.7 FM, so we'll look forward to hopefully being up soon, hopefully by the next game, which is coming up on the 7th, which is homecoming. Crossing our fingers that we'll be back up on the air for that one. I don't want to necessarily say we will, so just crossing our fingers and hoping that'll be the case. We had a lightning strike about 2 months ago now, and it's caused problems for us on 103.7. Thankfully, here on 92.7, we're still on the air and able to bring you Tiger football tonight. It's kind of a put-up year for the Tigers. They're going into a third season with a lot of seniors. They had to rebuild the program 2 years ago. There was a lot of sophomores. They really didn't have a ton to work with. Last year, I thought they showed marked improvement. And this year, it's about going out there and winning some football games. And their early part of their schedule, they've definitely got some chances to go out there and win football games against Valencia, who's down from last year. They're missing a lot of their skill players from last year. We'll see what they look like. They were very, very impressive when we watched them up in Los Lunas last season, and were able to beat the Tigers last year. So we'll see what comes of Alamogordo this year. And in fact, Valencia's beaten the Tigers last 2 seasons, so Alamo would certainly like to get off to a strong start here. But they're senior heavy on the offensive line and defensive line, and are the Tigers, and have got a lot of talented, skilled kids. And we'll see what the season brings for Alamogordo football. But I think there's a level of excitement. The guys are wearing new threads this year, all black with gold numerals, and I really like the helmet. The black has got it's black and gold, and it's just a gold tiger logo on the side of it. It's sharp. And if you want to know exactly what it looks like, well, come on by here and see us. We've still got about 30 minutes left until game time. And for those of you that are looking for country music on 92.7, it'll be back in a couple of hours. And hopefully we will be back on our sports station when we're ready for the next Tiger Sports broadcast in a couple of weeks. So for those of you, bear with us, or, hey, stick with us on the program and listen to some Tiger football, and hopefully listen to Alamogordo get a victory coming up tonight. I'm going to air my entire interview with Coach Cisco, so we'll get a full preview of what to expect. It's about 10 minutes long, so that's why we're doing a little bit longer pregame than usual. But right now, let's go ahead and hear from our Tiger Sports sponsors, and we'll come back. It's Tiger football pregame on Coyote Country 92.7.
If you find yourself frustrated because your internet is slow, then you need to call Tularosa Basin Telephone Company. They have the speed, the reliability, and the customer service to turn your frustration into smiles. Now, doesn't that sound like a better plan? Call Tularosa Basin Telephone Company at 585-2700 and get connected today.
When someone thinks they have a better idea, like a new way to make it or a new place to take it, they start their own business. Every small business has not-so-small ambitions. We can help you with about every financial service you'll need, like e-statements to save your filing space, mobile banking from your smartphone, lines of credit for expansion, and online account access. To us, there's nothing small about small business. First National Bank, member FDIC. When you grow, we grow.
Hey, Mike, what's your favorite car?
That's easy. Chevy Camaro. Johnson, what's your favorite truck?
Even easier, the GMC Sierra 18-4, autographed by Chuck Norris himself.
Oh my gosh, no way. Me too.
Mikey, what's your favorite place to buy your new car?
Desert Sun Motors Chevrolet. Oh my God, did we just become best friends? After the Appreciation Day at Desert Sun Chevrolet, we have made so many new friends.
Mike, what did you expect? With all that money you saved them in rebates and supplier pricing,
I still have more savings and deals for the month of August. Right now, on a brand new GMC Sierra 1500, you can save up to $10,000 off.
With little or no money down financing, vehicle purchases have never been easier. easier. Keep your money in your pockets and drive away in a brand new vehicle from Desert Sun Chevrolet.
If I can't fit a vehicle in your budget, Jonathan has plenty of late model pre-owned to save you money.
I am paying more than average market value for your trade.
So come see us at 2600 North White Sands Boulevard.
Shop online at DesertSunMotors.com.
Every student wants their high school sports apparel, and there's only one place to get it, the Winner's Circle. They carry all the local school letter jackets, whether you're a Tiger, Wildcat, or Bear. While you're there, get your jacket personalized with embroidery, stitching, and have your letters and patches sewn on too. They also carry trophies, plaques, and awards, and service with a smile. It's all at the Winner's Circle, 1201 10th Street in Alamogordo.
You're listening to Coyote Country 92.7. This is Tiger Football. Don't adjust your radio. We are tonight only, I think, here on Coyote Country bringing you Tiger Football as we hopefully expect to be back on our ESPN 103.7 station here in a couple weeks when we have our next Tiger Football broadcast. So we've mentioned that throughout the broadcast. We want to make sure you know what's going on and why we do have Tiger Football. And thankfully, you guys know me because you guys hear me every morning from 6 to 10 here on the Basin's Best. Let's hear from somebody else, though. Let's hear from Alamogordo Tigers head football coach A.J. Sisko. I talked to him earlier this week, and we want to give you guys the full interview because I haven't had a chance to air this except for over on our ESPN Alamogordo YouTube channel, which, a reminder, you can stream all Tiger sports events. It's youtube.com/ESPN Alamogordo, and you can listen to those when we get around to basketball, baseball, and softball later in the season. That is available to you. So let's go ahead and hear from Coach Sisko, entering his third season with Tiger football and looking for this to be the turnaround season for the Tigers. Well, we are officially ready for Tiger Football 2019. Game one of the season is this Friday night versus Valencia, and Alamogordo Tigers head football coach A.J. Sisko joins us. Coach, how are you?
I'm good, Charles. It's football season, like you said. It's finally here. 2019 is ready to go, and we're excited for Friday night.
Yep, happy to finally be back ready to football season. It's the first chance we've had a chance to chat with you. I've chatted with you a little bit off the air, but obviously you've had 2 full weeks of practice plus a little bit more. You've had a scrimmage. What's your, just general feeling heading into this season with this group? You actually have a big group of seniors for the first time.
We do. We've got close to 25, 30 seniors on our roster right now, compared to 8 and 11. So it's a big jump for us, and our kids have done a great job all summer of showing up in the morning and coming and getting our workout in. And the last 2 weeks have been a grind, and we got our scrimmage in last week against Gadsden, and we get Valencia on Friday. But we've grown up. We move our practice to the mornings where it's a little cooler. And we think as a staff, we find it's been a little bit more productive and getting more out of our kids and making sure we're fine-tuning what's going on. So we're excited. Our kids are chomping at the bit to get at it right now.
Yeah. Offensively, you seeing some of the things that you want to from this group? Like, you feel like they really grasp what you want them to be doing out there?
Yeah, we took it over. I'm coaching the offensive line this year, and that was our big change. Is we got to change our mentality up front and get tougher. And be more physical. And the kids that we got up there doing it right now have done a great job in stepping into that role. We've got 5 seniors that are offensive line, and we've got 3 or 4 juniors that could play. And that's kind of the luxury we got. So our JVs are going to have a pretty good offensive line this year. And growing up, and skill-wise, we got some good skill kids back, and we've got some of those kids that were skill kids as sophomores that are now juniors that are going to get a chance to play.
Who are you expecting to start up on the offensive line this year?
Shane Sargent will start at left tackle. Connor Brown will be a left guard. Isaac Duarte will be center. Right guard will be Nicholas Cahin, and right tackle will be Jackson Couch.
All right, and is it a couple of the guys you expect to maybe float in there at times, or?
Yeah, we'll have some younger kids go in there, some juniors go in there, and they get reps all spring. The last 2 weeks they've gotten reps. We roll them all in there, and we've kind of said this is our mentality is we're going to be physical up front and get after people, and those kids have done a great job stepping into the roles, and all our kids have, especially defensively with the whole new system we brought in of adapting to what we're doing.
Yeah. Quarterback was kind of a moving target for you guys last year. Do you feel more stable with that?
Yeah, we got a kid named Ryan Viescas who's a junior. He's going to be the guy, and we're going to do some things with some other skill kids and find ways to be creative, get some of our athletes touches on the ball. And so you're going to see a couple different things. But Ryan Viescas has done a good job grasping the offense, understand what we're doing, and putting us in a good situation.
I know the guy that you probably want the ball in the hands most of is Julio Mendoza.
He's one of them. He's a skilled kid, and we've got some wrinkles here and there to get him some touches every night. But we got a good group of running backs coming back. We got a plethora of receivers now. I mean, we got some juniors that are going to get to play this year. And like I said, defensively, we got a whole bunch of kids that have jumped in and bought into the whole new system.
Mentioned running back. I mean, who else will we see back there?
You'll see Sean Hayes. Okay. We got a transfer in named Michael Audette that'll get some carries, and then we have Dakota LaSalle. We'll play some tailback as well, and he played a lot in the scrimmage because we were a little banged up, and he did a phenomenal job. So we got 3 guys that will get the carries, and we got a new kid out named Trevor Yelton. That's going to play some fullback for us. We got a bunch of receivers. We got Brandon Beggood, who's a returning starter. You already mentioned Julio. We got some young kids named Emilio Minus, Brandon Luck, Aaron Cisco. Those are all young kids that'll step in and do a good job of balancing us out and giving us rotation and depth at that receiver core.
All right. And defensively, I mean, are you guys still to the point where, I mean, a lot of guys are going both ways, or do you got a little more of a mix?
We got it. We've done a good job of trying to getting some depth set up for our kids, and we'll only have a handful of kids, if that'll actually go both ways. And then even then, we'll rest those kids like Shane. We'll rest on defense at times. But he's still going to go both ways. If you're good enough, you need to be on the field, and that's our mentality. We want our best kids on the field. And we had a bunch of, and I'm really impressed with this junior class of stepping up and fitting into roles to kind of grow, especially defensively, to create us to have a much more senior-loaded offensive group.
So Shane on the defensive line as well, Max on the defensive line as well?
Max will be an inside linebacker, and Max will play tight end for us. Yep. He'll play an inside linebacker, and all those offensive linemen will play defensive line.
Okay. And just a mix of those and maybe some other guys in there as well.
We'll roll all those guys through. I mean, we've got a bunch of upperclassmen linemen that'll all play defense.
Okay. And linebacker joining Max in that group, who else are you expecting in there?
Inside is going to be Dakota LaSalle.
Okay.
Kid that's played for 2 years as a starter as well. Mark Prather will be an outside linebacker. Another kid started for 2 years.
And Mark's a great story. He was, he got hurt.
He's a phenomenal story. He broke his neck against Artesia, was airlifted out, and was kind of a pain in my butt all spring because he wanted to do stuff. But we've had a long conversation with him and his family and getting him squared away, and he's a huge leader for us, and he's kind of the guy on defense that runs that whole crew.
Yeah, at least during I think during the black and gold scrimmage and during practice, that his voice was one of the loudest out there.
Yeah, you can hear it, and those kids listen to him. He does a good job. He commands that defense and makes sure we're in situations in his spots and puts the guys where they need to be if they don't understand.
How about on the corners and
we got some new kids out there. We got Adrian Herrera, who's a basketball player, decided to come out. He'll get some reps, and then our receivers will also go and play some corner. We got a kid named Nate Lujan. Michael Audette will be a corner as well. So, and we've got a bunch of kids that'll get reps over there. Safety-wise, Tyler Elswick's going to be a safety. Reese Katie's another 2-year starter. Yeah. That's going to be at safety. And so we're excited, and we've thrown a lot at them in the summer of trying to learn a whole new defense with our new defense coordinator coming in. And it's a lot, and they've done a great job of grasping it. And basically, we're almost going to have the whole install done by Friday.
Yeah, and I know you're excited about the way the offense is playing. You're going to give you more opportunities to use one of your best weapons, which is your kicker, and Brett Money. He's hopefully you're using more as a kicker than a punter this year.
Yeah, I hope so. And he's healthy, and he's done a good job getting healthy again and being out there. And we're excited. He changes the game for us when you have a kicker, and that's the luxury that most high schools don't have, is to have a high school kicker of that caliber. Where you don't have to stress so much in certain situations because you got a guy that'll help you out in field position.
I was Julio in the return game going to be big for you guys, or are you guys going to use some other players?
Yeah, well, he'll be back there, but we've also got some other kids that we'll put back there, especially if Julio needs a rest or anything. We've got kids that our skill class, especially in the junior class, is pretty good.
Okay. Look, very interesting to see what that'll look like once we see it out in the field. I know, again, this year, you guys are obviously wanting to get the fan support out there. And I know y'all have been busy with things like selling value cards and all that kind of stuff, but the kids have been very active in the community over the last few months for sure.
Yeah, they have. We did our big fundraiser in June. Our Night of Champions was a huge deal, and we had more people this year than we did last year. We hope to continue to grow it. We had our Meet the Tigers last night, last Friday, and that was huge. That was a bigger crowd. And we want to continue to expand on those things. We went and did Thrive at Walmart with our kids, had them out there doing the Stuff the Bus deal. We go to the elementary school starting on Friday. We're going to go hit up Oregon and Buena Vista and go eat breakfast and go into the classrooms and talk to those kids. So our kids have done a good job of coming to football, working their jobs, and still being able to get out in the community.
And, of course, being busy in the classroom as well. That's just starting for them, but I know that's a huge emphasis for you guys to make sure that they're being successful there.
It is, and we're on top of their grades all the time. They've got grade checks every week and bus drills every week. So they understand it. Our older kids have done a very good job of buying into that and knowing the importance of it. The younger kids that are going to be sophomores, they're still kind of learning. There's a curve there, but they've done a good job of understanding that we're going to get in the classroom, we're going to sit in the front of the class, we're going to be respectful, we're going to lead that class just as if they were a football team.
Let's start off with the schedule. Just mentioning this week, obviously, you get Valencia. They had a nice bounce-back season last year, but a lot of their skill guys were seniors last year. So, Coach Schenk obviously did a great job up there, but maybe a little bit different look for Valencia.
It is. They graduated a ton of kids last year, and he did a phenomenal job going in there and turning that place around and getting kids that weren't playing football to come back out. And they were a pretty good football team last year and made the playoffs and I mean, the turnaround was impressive, and he did a phenomenal job in his staff and those kids, and they graduated 20-some kids last year, so it was a huge drop-off for them. But he's a phenomenal coach, and he's going to get his kids ready to go for Friday night, and they're going to be well-coached, as they always are with him. And they're still going to do the same thing, and they're going to be in the spread, and they're going to run a bunch of fly sweep, and they're going to throw the football. And so we just got to be ready defensively.
And I know that's a big thing for you guys. And do you feel like overall, we talked about how the offense seems like it's getting there. Do you feel this defense is more stable and you guys be able to shut down some of those spread teams?
Oh, absolutely. We were lucky enough to be able to get Mike Felsetti in to be our defense coordinator this year, a former Tiger, get him back home, and we've kind of turned it all over to him and said, this is your baby, you run it, you make it go. And he's done a great job, and those kids play with a chip on their shoulder, and they get after it. And it's fun to watch practice, to watch our defense guys get after it every rep. So we're excited for that. We think he's done a good job putting us in situations, and we think we got a good game plan for Friday night.
All right. As for the schedule, you guys play this week. You get a week off heading into Labor Day, and then it's 9 straight games to finish off the season. But it's going to be real important for you guys to get off to a good start this year and win some of those early games.
Yeah, and that's what we've talked to our kids about all spring. We want to make sure we take care of business on Friday and get going in our non-district schedule, because the back end of our schedule, the last 4 games will be the top 4 teams in the state.
Yeah. Lunas, Sartesia, Goddard, Roswell.
Yep, top 4 in state will be our last 4 games of the year, which is, and we won't back down from the challenge. We want to make sure we do what we need to do in non-district to get ourselves prepared to play come October and November.
So Valencia first. We've got Ruidoso for homecoming here in a couple weeks. That's kind of an early homecoming, but hopefully be a lot of fun with that. Well, we're looking forward to a great season, and certainly I know you're looking for some improvement overall in the wins and losses, and hopefully we'll see that happen this year.
Yeah, I appreciate it, Charles, and go Tigers, and we want everybody to come out here Friday night and come support our kids and see the progress we made as a program.
We make personal loans for all sorts of reasons. Braces, cars, weddings, pianos, unexpected medical expenses, vacations, and more. We leave the reasons up to you. If we can help you, we do. See us about a personal loan. Federally insured by NCUA, OFCU, 3 branches in Otero County, 434-8500.
Slow internet again? Signal constantly dropping? Don't take it out on your computer. Instead, call Tularosa Basin Telephone Company for internet stress relief. They have the speed and the reliability to make your internet dreams come true. If you want fast, they have faster. If you want service you can rely on, they are the most reliable. And customer service? It's all about you. Call Tularosa Basin Telephone Company to get connected. 585-2700.
Now you have a choice when it comes to keeping massive files of your bank statements every month. With an online e-statement, you'll have an accurate, easy-to-read electronic statement you can access anywhere, anytime. Get more control over your cash flow. And no more giant filing cabinets. Our e-statements get an A+. First National Bank, member FDIC. When you grow, we grow.
When you hear the term Outfitters of Champions, you know it's the Winner's Circle. They can do all your custom silk screen and embroidery on hats, shirts, and jackets. Whether it's for your business, team sales, special events, or personal use. The Winner's Circle is the place for quality work at reasonable prices with group and team discounts available. They also customize trophies, personalized plaques, and sporting gear. The Winner's Circle, 1201 10th Street, or give them a call at 437-9373.
We make personal loans for all sorts of reasons. Braces, cars, weddings, pianos, unexpected medical expenses, vacations, and more. We leave the reasons up to you. If we can help you, we do. See us about a personal loan. Federally insured by NCUA, OFCU, 3 branches in Otero County, 434-8500.
You're listening to Coyote Country 92.7. This is Tiger Sports Special Edition here on a Friday night with our sister station 103.7 FM having technical issues. We're doing Tiger Sports over here. You can still listen to us online. So there's something cool tonight. The Alamogordo High School Choir is dressed up in their full garb out here. They look excellent. We've got the Tiger Band in the house. Alamogordo Junior ROTC is about ready to present the colors here shortly. Of course, the cheerleaders are here. We've got the Alamogordo High School athletic trainers, your state champion athletic trainers, and of course the Tiger football players getting ready to kick off their season. So many things to be excited about. Still time to get on down here. We've got about 10 minutes left until kickoff, so we are very much looking forward to the start of this season. As for tonight's game, we heard Coach talk about Valencia losing a little bit of their punch from last year. They had a very talented player in Andres Lucero, who was a quarterback, and he was a senior, graduated last year. Robbie Jaramillo, their wide receiver, he had 18 touchdowns last year. I mean, was incredible. And I want to say he had an unbelievable game against the Tigers, if I remember right. I seen something like 4 or 5 touchdowns. He was just, unfortunately, for the Alamogordo side of it, was lighting Alamogordo on fire last year. So those two guys no longer a part of the mix for them. And so it'll be a transition year. And for Alamogordo, you've got a ton of guys returning into this offense. And, a lot of talented players that, you look at a guy like Julio Mendoza, Max Merrill. We'll see Ryan Viescas starting at quarterback. Last year, I think they were, he was a sophomore last season, so maybe didn't want to rush him out there in the quarterback spot. This year as a junior, they've given him the reins, and we'll get to see what he looks like this season. A number of different guys at running back. We heard Coach talk about Sean Hayes and more. We'll hear throughout the game. This is an experienced defense. Guys like Dakota LaSalle, Max Merrill, Mark Prather, Reese Cady, Shane Sargent. You can go on that they should have an impact. Of course, you've got a great kicker in Brett Money. So the Tigers definitely have a lot of possibility this year. I think the big question is going to be Alamogordo's ability to put it all together, because this is a team that hasn't had a lot of success, and I genuinely believe that that's another part of it. You may have the skill, you may be well prepared, but the ability to believe that you can go out there and win football games. The Tigers got one last year, but to win week after week and build that momentum and play as a team, ahead in the game and keep a lead, and there's a lot of different bits and pieces to that. So, that's something I still remain to see with the Tigers. We just don't know what the what the Tigers will bring this year. I don't know. So I think there's a great possibility for the Tigers to show improvement this year. But we're going to have to watch and find out as the season progresses. So looks like the Tigers are coming out of their locker room right now can't tell, that's Max Merrill maybe that's leading the way with the American flag. So they'll head into the Tiger Tunnel, which is over here to our right. And not sure when they're going to get into tonight's national anthem, but I'm sure we are just about ready for that.
Tiger fans, we would like to ask the city of Alamogordo and all of its fans to welcome the Valencia fans who traveled to our beautiful city tonight.
Welcoming the Valencia fans right now. So, and for the Tigers, this is the early part of the season is where they certainly need to get out there and get some wins. All right, looks like we're ready for the national anthem. So we'll go ahead and fit in a commercial break, and we'll come right back. Tiger football kickoff 2019 coming up on Coyote Country 92.7.
Vision Ford Lincoln has scorching summer deals now through month's end. 2019 Ford F-150. Horsepower, torque, and awesome towing capabilities. Get up to $5,000 cash back or choose 0% financing for up to 72 months. The 2019 Ford Edge is loaded with up to $6,050 cash back or choose $4,050 cash back and 0% financing for up to 60 months. The stylish 2019 Ford Escape, get $4,425 cash back or choose $1,175 cash back with 0% financing for up to 60 months. The 2019 Ford Ford Fusion sedan has up to $2,920 cash back, or choose $1,670 cash back and 0% for up to 60 months. And the all-new 2019 Ford EcoSport. Get up to $4,415 cash back, or choose $915 cash back and 2.9% for 36 months. Vision Ford Lincoln, 1500 South White Sands in Alamogordo. VisionFordLincoln.com. Financing on approved credit. See dealer for details.
Tularosa Basin Telephone Company is famous for keeping you connected. They promise to deliver fast speed, provide a reliable network, and do it all with a smile. Their customer service team is on top of every call with the answers you need. In fact, they believe their customers are the most important part of their business. Give Tularosa Basin Telephone Company a call at 585-2700 for the internet experience you've been waiting for.
If you and your family are looking for a new home, you don't have to look far for a home mortgage. As a community bank, we not only have great rates, we offer you friendly financial service right here in the neighborhood. There are a lot of options in real estate lending. We're here to see that you get a loan you can live with. Talk to us about your home mortgage. We're an equal housing lender. First National Bank, member FDIC. When you grow, we grow.
Every student wants their high school sports apparel, and there's only one place to get it, the Winner's Circle. They carry all the local school letter jackets, whether you're a Tiger, Wildcat, or Bear. While you're there, get your jacket personalized with embroidery, stitching, and have your letters and patches sewn on too. They also carry trophies, plaques, and awards, and service with a smile. It's all at the Winner's Circle, 1201 10th Street in Alamogordo.
Welcome back to Tiger Stadium. Friday night kickoff. Alamogordo versus Valencia from Los Lunas is coming up. The national anthem performed excellently by the Alamogordo High School Choir. And the Tigers getting ready to come out of the tunnel. Tiger football team, I should say, thanks to the Alamogordo High School Junior ROTC for their presentation of the colors. They do fantastic work at Alamogordo High School. Tiger band's ready to go. And most importantly, we're hoping for an excellent football game tonight. Kind of a cloudy, it is breezy, and it's that time of year that I almost don't even want to say it, but hopefully we don't get any thunderstorms. I saw that Mayfield Nabisco Heritage over in Las Cruces is already in a weather delay, so we're obviously not that far away. So we'll cross our fingers that we don't have any issues with lightning. It may not even rain, but I remember the game against Los Lunas probably about 5 years ago. The Tigers might have come back and won that game in the fourth quarter, but we had lightning delays and never got the game restarted. It never rained here in Alamogordo, but there was lightning in the area. So the safety of the fans and the players are the most important thing. And here come the Alamogordo Tigers. It is Max Merrill leading them out onto the field. Mark Prather, excellent to see him back out there. Of course, he had a scary injury last season and is back on the field for Alamogordo. Julio Mendoza up towards the front of the group. Brandon Bedgood as the Tigers take the field. Oscar Payan is the referee for tonight's game. And they are asking them to restart the clock. I don't know if that was the play clock or the game clock, but anyway. Tigers run all the way over to the south, or the north end zone, I should say, and take a knee before the game. And it looks like we're about ready to get things started. Tigers are in all black, black pants, black tops, gold numerals, and white outlining, black helmets with the gold Tiger logo on there. Very, very sharp looking. Valencia is in all whites with red numerals and silver outlining and silver helmets. They are the Jaguars. Of course, it's your Alamogordo Tigers.
There will be no exceptions to this.
And
we would like to say special thank you to
it looks as if Alamogordo will receive to begin this. They will go from north to south, which is left to right on your radio dial. Valencia will go from right to left in the first quarter of play.
Tune in live to Charles broadcasting live at all the away games and home games. We're broadcasting live on 103.7 ESPN Alamogordo.
All right, Valencia lining up at the 40, getting ready to kick this off. Heard from Coach Cisco talk about there's some things that he changed. He's coaching the offensive line this year. You got Coach Felsetti that is coaching the defense, coming in from Hobbs, and of course an Alamogordo graduate. We got him. We got Dr. Walker, of course, an Alamogordo graduate, and he's taken over as athletic director. So a few changes in the Alamogordo athletics. We're ready to go as Valencia will kick a little squib up the middle, and it'll be grabbed and fumbled just a little bit, but pulled in by the Tigers, and running from the 30 to the near sideline and smacked pretty hard is Aaron Cisco. And the Tigers will start there at the 31. Tigers starters for tonight on the offensive line. It's Jackson Couch at right tackle. Right guard is Nicholas Kajin. Isaac Duarte is the center. Left guard is Connor Brown. Shane Sargent is the left tackle. Julio Mendoza is going to start at wide receiver on the top side. Ryan Viescas is the quarterback. Sean Hayes is to the right of him. Max Merrill is at tight end for the Tigers. They've got Brandon Bedgood to the near side, and there's also a fullback in the formation for the Tigers. 3 down linemen for Valencia. The snap and the handoff, Hayes, and he's got a big hole left side. He's got a first down all the way to the 45 to the 46. And a good start for the Tigers as they'll pick up 13 on first down. And it'll be a 1st and 10 from the 45. Out of the shotgun again, Hayes to the left of Viescas. Another handoff, and this straight ahead, not as much this time. He reached out. I don't think they were going to give him that extra yard. But right up the middle for 3 yards and a positive gain on first down. It'll be 2nd and 7. Max Merrill coming out of the game. They're going to bring in another wide receiver in Aaron Cisco. Still a fullback in the formation, so they're going to go 3 wide receivers. They're trying to stop the clock. Not sure what was going on. I don't know if there was an issue with the play clock, possibly. And Oscar Pine is now talking with Coach Cisco, so I think that may have been the issue, is they were having problems with the play clock, and they're trying to probably talk up to the booth at the moment. But 2 good runs for Tiger football right to the left side. They went off left tackle the first time and then took it straight up the middle. I think both were probably read pass options. Got a lead blocker there in the backfield, 3 wide receivers. And Viescas will hand it off eventually to Hayes. Hayes trying to turn around the outside. He's going to turn the corner, get across midfield to the 50, to the 48. But we do have a penalty flag. And we'll see what comes of this. Probably in the area of holding, but on the outside. But I don't want to speak too soon. Or maybe a face mask. Personal foul, face mask, and they're going to call that on Alamogordo. So the Tigers get called for a personal foul face mask, and it looks as if they're going to mark that off from the end of the play, or are they going to mark it off from the original line of scrimmage from the last play? I think they're still asking if they want to accept the penalty. I can't imagine why they wouldn't. They're going to take that. Trying to see where they're going to mark that off from. Tigers got to the Valencia 48. It's all the way back to the 36-yard line. So I think they marked it off from the 49. So Tigers in a hole here. They have to get to the 45 for a first down. They need 19. 2 wide receivers, actually 3 wide receivers to the top side. Viescas fakes the handoff. He'll keep it rolling to his right, looking to throw, and he will not be able to complete it. Was looking for number 15, Emilio Minez. Was coming back on a curl pattern, but couldn't quite get it to him. That would have probably gotten him back to the original line of scrimmage on this drive. But now they're going to need 19 here. And they're going to spread it out 5 wide now. So 2 wide receivers to the top, 3 to the bottom. And Viescas will run out of the shotgun from the Tigers' 36. Ball on the far hash. He's got some room to maybe roll out to his right. Looking to throw, and he had Aaron Cisco just overthrew him a little bit. Cisco tried to jump and get a grab on that, but an incompletion. And not sure if the Tigers would have been able to get the first, but they found a little hole in the zone defense that the Valencia was running, and Brett Money will come on to punt. So it was a positive start to the drive, a 13-yard gain from Sean Hayes. But after that, the Tigers unable to keep the momentum and will be forced to punt. The penalty really what hurt them on that drive. Returner back at the 26-yard line for Valencia. Brett had a very busy summer, was around at a ton of colleges, and I believe comes in ranked as the #1 kicker in the state. He gets a high snap and had a tough time with that punt. See if it gets a good roll. And it's going to be grabbed at the 45. So he had to jump up there and grab it. And I think it maybe messed up his timing a little bit. So a 19-yard punt. So we'll see Valencia on the field for the first time and see their offense. And the question is, the turnover, different players going to affect them, or do they still have a potent offense from last year? Starting at quarterback is number 12, Nate Rodriguez, and he'll have number 30, Pedro Garcia, in the backfield with him. Trips to the near side, one wide receiver at the top. Tigers going with 3 defensive linemen. And the handoff, they'll pull it out, and trying to run with it is Rodriguez, and Rodriguez will be popped after about a yard gain. Tigers started with J.P. Madden, Shane Sargent on the defensive line. Looks like Jarman Williams is in there. Mark Prather, Max Merrill, Dakota LaSalle in the linebacking core. And out the near corner is Brandon Luck. We'll get you some of the rest of the starters here in a second. 4 wide receiver look and a handoff, and the Tigers stuff it. Right up the middle. Looked like Louis Giroux in there in the middle. Might have been John Hughes, actually. Either Louis Giroux or John Hughes. It's third down. The Tigers are going to try to get off the field here. I think it was Hughes that really stuffed the hole. He's playing at linebacker for the Tigers. Jags trips to the top side, 2 wide receivers to the bottom, but they're in a bunch formation. A lot of room to the near side. Now they're going to bring in wide receiver, fake the jet sweep, and the quarterback to the right, and he slips down. He'll maybe gain a yard. But a big stop for the Tigers. And the defense looks strong on the opening drive, putting the Jags back 1 yard after they had a great starting field position at their own 46. Three and out, and I'm not sure what exactly. The near line judge is walking in, talking to the umpire. And I think maybe the question of whether it was the kicking football, possibly. I don't know. That seemed to be the issue there, but a lot of gesturing going on. All right, here's the kick, and this one was going to be a fair catch. Might have had an opportunity to run there, did Julio Mendoza, but took it at the 20. And the Tigers will have 80 yards. Try and get it in the end zone. 34-yard punt for Valencia. No score. We're 8 minutes to go in the first quarter. Each team with a drive. Tigers did pick up a first down in their opening drive. They're going 2 wide receivers, a tight end, a fullback. And Viescas out of the shotgun. Takes the snap, and he will hand it off to Hayes, and Hayes will pick up 3 yards, get up to the 23-yard line.
Second down and 7.
Almost looked like Ryan wanted to pull that out of his gut at the last second, but Sean had a pretty heavy hold on it. Tigers are going to split out 4 wide receivers now, 2 to the bottom, 2 to the top. Running back to the left of Viescas. Mendoza in motion, and the snap, I don't know if that came early. Viescas is just going to fall on it back at the 11. He was looking to his right, and the snap sort of deflected off to his left. And I don't know if he wasn't looking for it or the snap was off the mark. Kind of hard to tell from up here, but unfortunately, that'll be an 11-yard loss. And the Tigers find themselves in 3rd and long again, not the situation they want to be in. Snap, and Viescas back to pass, standing in the pocket, standing tall, throwing deep down the field. He's got Mendoza. He catches it at the 45, spins away from a tackle at the 50, up the near sideline 40, 35, down to the 29-yard line, and the Tigers get it all back, plus a ton more. All the way down to the 28. That is a 60-yard gain on the pass to Julio Mendoza. So 1st and 10 from the Valencia 28. Trips to the far side, 1 to the near. And we've got whistles and a penalty flag and a sideline warning on the Tigers. I don't know if they had some players that were on the white. That's such a weird one that sometimes it gets called, sometimes it doesn't. I see coaches out on the field a lot. Viescas throws the far side. It's caught, but this is going to be for a loss to Brandon Luck.
Number 10, Brandon Luke with the reception for the Tigers.
I guess we'll go with Luke.
Loss of 3 on the play.
That's a 3-yard loss.
13.
Spelled L-U-E-K. Tigers with Bedgood and Cisco and Mendoza to the bottom. Luke is up to the top side, and Hayes to the left of Viescas. Sniped a little high, pulls it down, stands in the pocket, throws, and I'm not sure where Ryan was looking. He threw that into about 4 or 5 white jerseys. He's lucky that nobody intercepted it. He had Cisco breaking wide open to the end zone, and you had Mendoza to come into the near sideline. So just maybe he wasn't reading the play correctly where he was supposed to go with it. But Tigers had the right play on. They had a player streaking wide open in the end zone, just couldn't hit him. 3rd and 13. Here's the snap and back to throw. And going deep. He's got Mendoza wide open, and he makes the play. Julio Mendoza making all the plays on this drive. A 31-yard touchdown grab. And the Tigers are on the scoreboard. 91 yards receiving on that drive for Julio.
Number 3, Brett Money set to kick for the Tigers.
And Brett Money on for the extra point. Aaron Cisco the holder. 5:39 to go first quarter. The Tigers up 6-0. And the left-footed kicker will line it up. Snap is bad. It's on the ground. Cisco is, ball still being bounced around, and they're going to, I don't think you can run, you can't run back conversions in high school football. And the Tigers, unfortunately, will only lead 6-0, but a very impressive drive and 2 big catches from Julio Mendoza have the Tigers up 6-0. 5:39 to go. You're listening to Tiger Football on Coyote Country.
It's celebration time here at Desert Sun Toyota. Come help us celebrate our 25 years of being in business right here in Alamogordo, and Toyota's Model Year End Closeout event is happening this month. We have truckloads of brand new Toyotas hitting the ground daily to help us celebrate, along with the strongest factory incentives of the year. Right now, receive up to $1,250 cash back on the new 2019 Toyota 4Runners, or up to $1,750 cash back on the #1 selling Tacoma. Highlanders are disappearing with $3,000 cash back or 0% financing. These are just a few of the many great incentives happening this month at Desert Sun Toyota. Desert Sun Toyota's used car supercenter is stacked with a great selection of quality pre-owned vehicles that all have been inspected to receive our lifetime powertrain, only offered at Desert Sun Auto Group. If you're in the market for a pre-owned truck, SUV, or car, come see why so many people vote Desert Sun #1 auto dealer in Otero County year after year. Find our inventory at DesertSunToyota.com.
You're listening to ESPN Out, or listening to Coyote Country 92.7. Probably going to do that once or twice tonight. Tigers leading 6-0, 5:39 to go. And the kickoff down to about the 5, the 10 to the 15, 20, and into a host of Tigers. The 25 is the Valencia returner. And that's where the Jaguars will begin their second drive. Number 8 for Valencia, Isaiah Vigil on the return for the Jags. 2 big plays. That was pretty much it on that drive. Tigers on a 3rd and long, 2 third and longs actually, were able to convert. One was a 60-yard reception. The other one ended up being a 31-yard reception. Very impressive for the Tigers. Ball at the 24 on the near hash for Valencia on their own side of the field. They go right to left here on your radio dial this evening. 2 wide receivers at the top, 1 wide receiver to the bottom. Running back is to the left of the quarterback, Rodriguez. And now a man in motion from left to right. Handoff and nowhere to go. Tigers stuff it up the middle. And I believe it is number 60 for the Tigers, Mira. Jack Mira makes a nice tackle for a loss. And the Tiger defense really showing out here early. That's a 1-yard loss for Pedro Garcia. The Jags will spread it out here. 5 wide receivers. Put Garcia in the slot at the near side. And out of the shotgun is Rodriguez. Man in motion from right to left. They will fake the handoff, and Rodriguez in trouble. And Williams the first to get to him. Probably about a half sack between Max Merrill and Jarman Williams. We'll give it to Jarman, though.
3rd down and 16. Make some noise, Tiger fans!
And the Tigers have Valencia back to the 18. Tiger fans trying to make some noise. Great student section again tonight. That was pretty normal last year. And nice to see it again this season. Jags need the 34. And it's a bad snap. Ball's on the ground. Did Rodriguez fall? And it looks like he did. Both teams have had some trouble in the center quarterback exchange.
4th down and long.
And that's all the way back to the 16.
Number 8, Julio Mendoza, set to receive for the Tigers.
Julio Mendoza will return. He's going to stand at the 45-yard line at the near hash. Wasn't a great punt the first time, and I think the Tigers will be pretty aggressive. And they've got 2 gunners out there. Everybody else is rushing, other than Mendoza back to return. And snap is going to go through his legs in the end zone and tackled out of the back of the end zone. That's a safety. Aaron Sisko got in there to make the tackle. It was all because of a bad snap, and unfortunately, Patrick Miller couldn't pick it up for the Jags, and the Tigers will get 2.
Brought down by number 11, Aaron Sisko.
And so the Tigers able to take advantage of a miscue from Valencia. And we'll get another kickoff and a safety kick by Valencia. Cue the Tiger fight song. We'll go ahead and keep it right here as the fans get to their feet. To enjoy the Tiger fight song here a little bit. So good to hear that fight song. Haven't heard a ton of it in the last couple of seasons, but it's definitely nice to hear. Tell you what, it's getting really windy. I think we're getting some dust off of some of those storms. Noticing the dust rolling in from the west, so the wind is definitely blowing pretty good out there this evening. Valencia will kick off from their own 20. .4:10 to go, first quarter. And still waiting for the kicker may need a holder here with the wind blowing in the way that it is. Yeah, I was going to say, I don't think there's any way that he's going to get that to hold there. But we've seen a little bit of everything for the Tigers so far. They've been able to come up with some big defensive stops. And here's the kick. And a squibber that Cisco will take. Cisco will turn around and go to the 45 and get dragged down from behind at about the 41. So, man, I've called Aaron Cisco's name just a ton tonight. He's been active on the offensive defense side. We've got it's like a legal block in the back, all the way back to the 50. So, unfortunately for the Tigers, this is going to make a retreat here. And they call holding. I thought they called block in the back, but taking it back to the 40-yard line. So Alamogordo will have a little bit longer to go. They would have been 41 on the Valencia side. Instead, it'll be 40 on the Alamogordo side of the field. They're going left to right. 4:03 to go in the first quarter play, and Alamogordo leads 8-0. One touchdown drive, had a bad snap that missed the extra point. Bad snap for Valencia led to an Alamogordo safety. A lot of movement on the defensive side for Valencia, trying to read what the Tigers are doing. Handoff goes to Hayes, puts his head down. Wasn't a lot there, but he kept chugging the legs, and he's going to get to the 45, going between center and guard. More importantly than anything else, you're just seeing the Tiger offensive line get a push. They're forcing the defenders back a little bit and providing some holes for Hayes to run through, or Viescas, or whoever it may be. Tigers, 2 wide receivers, a fullback, a running back, a tight end in the formation. And Viescas out of the shotgun. Takes the snap, and he will hand it off. Hayes trying to turn the corner, fighting for a first down as he gets around the corner to about the 50-yard line. Looks like they're going to give him the 49. That's a 6-yard gain, and that is the third first down of the quarter for the Tigers. First and 10. I actually marked it back to about the 50. But they did give Alamogordo the first down. First and 10. Hayes has been the workhorse. 5 carries here early. Tigers have done more damage throughout the air, but maybe looking for a sustained drive. Been on 2 big plays. Fake the handoff, and Viescas keeps it. Goes straight up the middle on the RPO. And hold on to that football run. They were trying to rip that away as he was going to the ground. He will get 8 yards.
Second down and 2 from the 42-yard line.
Now, nothing fancy what the Tigers doing. A lot of read pass option. And Viescas has, for the most part, I feel like made the right choices in this game. He hasn't put Hayes in a bad position, or himself for that matter. And a little bit of a high snap, pulls it down, hands it right off to Hayes. Hayes straight up the middle and continues to pick up some yardage. He's going to get to the 35-yard line. And that's a first down, a 7-yard gain. And another first down for Alamogordo as they move the chains. 2:04 to go first quarter, with Alamogordo leading 8-0 on the Richardson Motor scoreboard.
and 10 from the 35-yard line.
So we got two wide receivers in there, getting tight end off to the right side. And a handoff and new running back in there for the Tigers, and this is not going to work. Tigers tried to stretch out the play to the left to the far sideline, and Valencia had that defended well. Michael Audette was the ball carrier on the play.
Michael Audette with the carry for the Tigers.
And he's going to lose 2 yards on the play.
Loss of about 2 on the play.
Tigers again try to come to the near side. That one's not going to work as well. Audette on the handle, and he will
Number 22, Michael Audette with the carry for the Tigers.
get pushed back. No, I take that back. He'll get all the way up to the 35-yard line and then was pushed back. So gets the 2 yards that he lost on the previous play back. And the Tigers on a 3rd and long. This is where they've had a 31-yard touchdown reception. They've had a 60-yard completion. This has been their spot. I'm sure that they don't necessarily want this to be their spot, but if they can do it again. 4 wide receivers. See if Valencia brings some pressure. They do. Straight up the middle. Audette picks up 1, but can't pick up the other 2. And it's a sack back at the 40 as the Jaguars get the stop. And the Tigers look like they were going to come out on the field, but I think Coach Cisco is going to wait. And this is a pretty smart move. It looks like the wind is maybe coming in from the south a little bit. So this would give them the wind on the punt. Or actually, I'll tell you what, with the wind blowing that direction, I wonder if he might try a field goal here. So give Brett with the wind. That's a long, long field goal, though, if he does try it. We'll see what they decide to do. That would be
and that's the end of the
over a 60-yard field goal.
Tigers 8, visiting Valencia Jaguars 0.
So we'll see what the decision is. But we're through one quarter on the Richardson Motor scoreboard. Tigers 8, Jaguars nothing. You're listening to Coyote Country 92.7.
We make personal loans for all sorts of reasons. Braces, cars, weddings, pianos, unexpected medical expenses, vacations, and more. We leave the reasons up to you. If we can help you, we do. See us about a personal loan. Federally insured by NCUA, OFCU, 3 branches in Otero County, 434-8500.
If you find yourself frustrated because your internet is slow, then you need to call Tularosa Basin Telephone Company. They have the speed, the reliability, and the customer service to turn your frustration into smiles. Now, doesn't that sound like a better plan? Call Tularosa Basin Telephone Company at 585-2700 and get connected today.
Now, looks like the Tigers are going to punt. No, they're going to try a field goal here. Okay. So Cisco is going to hold it at the 47.
Number 3, Brett Money set to kick.
That'll be a 57-yard field goal. He's got the leg for this. We'll see if he can do it. Kicking with the wind. Snap is all right. Money puts it up, and this one's not going to get there. Gets into the end zone and will go into the
and the kick is no good. Valencia Jaguars will take
into the back of the end zone. And I believe the Jags will start at the 20. So that's one of the positives for high school football is that you can I believe you can kick the field goal into the end zone and it looks like we're running off the field here, maybe a lightning delay.
All right, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, it looks like a lightning delay. Well, unfortunate. We knew that was a possibility tonight. I mentioned it, so goodness knows I probably jinxed it. There'll be a 30-minute delay. And you can see some storms that are actually just kind of rolling up against the mountains. But unfortunately for everybody, they have to clear the stadium. So the Tigers will have to head to the locker room. So will the Jaguars, and the Tigers will see what we can do with all this. And they will try and wait this out. It'll be a 30-minute delay. So we'll take a commercial break, and we'll try and fill a little bit, or we might throw on some music for you guys, one of the two. So we'll let you know. We'll take a break for now. Again, we're in a weather delay. It was going to be the start of the quarter. We should have had some time run off the clock with the field goal. For some reason, it didn't. So I'm kind of confused by that. But anyway, we'll restart in the second quarter with not too much time off. It's 8-0 Alamogordo. You're listening to ESPN Alamogordo. Or you're listening to Coyote Country 92.7.
Sometimes you just need a loan. Your daughter Debbie is getting married. Your son Toby needs a new tuba. Let's face it, families cost money. Things come up that you had no way of predicting. We make personal loans for occasions like this to people who have good credit. So next time you find yourself connected to the unexpected, stop in and see us about a personal loan, subject to credit approval. First National Bank, member FDIC. When you grow, we grow.
When you hear the term Outfitters of Champions, you know it's the Winner's Circle. They can do all your custom silk screen and embroidery on hats, shirts, and jackets. Whether it's for your business, team sales, special events, or personal use. The Winner's Circle is the place for quality work at reasonable prices with group and team discounts available. They also customize trophies, personalized plaques, and sporting gear. The Winner's Circle, 1201 10th Street, or give them a call at 437-9373.
We make personal loans for all sorts of reasons. Braces, cars, weddings, pianos, unexpected medical expenses, vacations, and more. We leave the reasons up to you. If we can help you, we do. See us about a personal loan. Federally insured by NCUA, OFCU, 3 branches in Otero County, 434-8500.
Slow internet again? Signal constantly dropping? Don't take it out on your computer. Instead, call Tularosa Basin Telephone Company for internet stress relief. They have the speed and the reliability to make your internet dreams come true. If you want fast, they have faster. If you want service you can rely on, they are the most reliable. And customer service? It's all about you. Call Tularosa Basin Telephone Company to get connected. 585-2700.
Vision Ford Lincoln has scorching summer deals now through month's end. 2019 Ford F-150s. Horsepower, torque, and awesome towing capabilities. Get up to $5,000 cash back or choose 0% financing for up to 72 months. The 2019 Ford Edge is loaded with up to $6,050 cash back or choose $4,050 cash back and 0% financing for up to 60 months. The stylish 2019 Ford Escape, get $4,425 cash back or choose $1,175 cash back with 0% financing for up to 60 months. The 2019 Ford Fusion sedan has up to $2,920 cash back or choose $1,670 cash back and 0% for up to 60 months. And the all-new 2019 Ford EcoSport. Get up to $4,415 cash back or choose $915 cash back and 2.9% for 36 months. Vision Ford Lincoln, 1500 South White Sands in Alamogordo. VisionFordLincoln.com. Financing on approved credit. See dealer for details.
When someone thinks they have a better idea, like a new way to make it or a new place to take it, they start their own business. Every small business has not-so-small ambitions. We can help you with about every financial service you'll need, like e-statements to save your filing space, mobile banking from your smartphone, lines of credit for expansion, and online account access. To us, there's nothing small about small business. First National Bank, member FDIC. When you grow, we grow.
Coyote Country 92.7 back here at Tiger Stadium under a weather delay. Lightning in the area. I believe 10 miles is the distance that it has to be. And there's some clouds coming in from the north. Actually very aesthetically pleasing looking clouds coming in from the north. But so the Tigers unfortunately had to evacuate the field, and everybody has to leave the stadium. So just kind of an unfortunate deal that everyone has to get out of the stadium, and they will open the gates up when the all clear is given. So they'll do a 30-minute delay. They will do another 30-minute delay if there's still lightning in the area. And I'm sure there's a point where I know there's a point that they would postpone the game. I think if you get 3 in a row and it hasn't cleared. So I think we'll be okay in 30 minutes. But of course, I'm the guy that mentioned that the lightning was happening. So good for me. I threw the old broadcaster's jinx out there. We appreciate those of you that are listening here on Coyote Country. You know, this isn't normally the broadcasting fare that we have on here, but with our sister station having some technical issues, we expect this to be the only Tiger football game that will air here on Coyote Country. But a reminder, you can listen to Tiger Sports on 103.7 FM throughout the entire season, so we'll look forward to having you guys tune in for that. But again, the fans have cleared the stadium, and we were in a weather delay. We can recap what we've seen so far. The Tigers' opening drive stalled after a 15-yard face mask penalty. The Tigers' defense stepped up and went a 3-and-out. Tigers again had another big penalty, or actually it was a bad snap that pushed them back inside the 15-yard line. And then Ryan Viescas went to work and threw a long bomb up the near sideline, and Julio Mendoza was able to pick up some extra yards. It ended up being a 60-yard completion. Tigers, again, kind of stalled out once they got into Valencia territory. It was a 3rd and long from the 31, and Viescas again found Mendoza. It looked like an issue with the Jaguars' coverage. There was one guy trying to cover both Julio Mendoza and Aaron Cisco, and that's generally not going to do a whole lot for you there. So Mendoza made the catch for the touchdown. Tigers had a problem on the snap on the extra point, and that was no good. Didn't even get to try it, unfortunately. The Jaguars got the ball back, took over inside their own 25-yard line, and then proceeded to go backwards on that drive. Tiger defense with some nice stops. We've heard guys like Jarman Williams and Dakota LaSalle and Trevor Yelton and a few others that have really come in there. John Hughes has made some good plays tonight. Jack Mira had a stop behind the line of scrimmage. So we had a number of players that have had some nice nights defensively for the Tigers. Jarman Williams had a sack. It was kind of a group sack, though. So they're saying 8 p.m. is going to be the restart time for the game. But the snap on the punt was a bad one, and the punter for the Jaguars, Patrick Miller, was unable to reel it in. And the Tigers were able to, I'm not sure if he actually tackled in the end zone or the ball and the player went out the back of the end zone, but it ended up being a safety. Aaron Cisco was credited with that. And the Tigers would get the ball back. Unfortunately, another drive that stalled out, a couple of runs that didn't go very well, and they tried a very long field goal. I think it was a 57-yarder. And the clock didn't run at all at the start of the quarter, so I wonder if that did that play count? Or, I mean, because they were moving the ball to the 20, so I assume it did. For some reason, the game clock didn't run. It was the start of the second quarter, so we'll wait and see what happens with that. But there should be some time off the clock. I know I'm nitpicking here, but I'm a little confused. Overall, I think the Tigers should be okay with what they did in that first half. I think, or in that first quarter. Penalties hurt them. There were some negative plays. They had 2 big plays that led to a touchdown. The defense, I think, should be ecstatic with how they played. A lot of energy. Valencia hasn't been able to get anything started yet, which I think it's a combination. The Tiger defense is better, and I think Valencia's offense is not as skilled as it was last season. But, the Tigers are doing what they need to do. That's the most important part. That's what they can control. So that's what we'll obviously watch and see if the Tigers can hold up throughout the game. And so far, so good. That's, I think, the lesson at this point in the game. So we'll see if the Tigers can continue that trend. And long game to go, though. We've still got 3 quarters left. And if you're wondering why I'm rambling on and not talking about the game, it's because we're in a weather delay. If you're just tuning in either with us on 92.7 FM or if you're with us over on the ESPN Alamogordo YouTube channel, we are in a weather delay due to lightning in the area. I think with the storms that are coming through, we should be okay in 30 minutes, but you know what? Now I look even further to the north. There's even more bad weather on the way, so I definitely messed that up for us. I don't know what the contingency plan is if this game doesn't get finished. If they would try to reschedule it, or what exactly would be the plan here. But I think if you look off to the north, there's unfortunately some weather that is firing up in that direction. So that is a shame. So we'll see what happens. We'll take a commercial break, hear from our sponsors. We're in a 30-minute weather delay, and unfortunately, I'm wondering if it's going to be a little bit longer than that. So we'll see what happens. We'll take that break and come back. It's Coyote Country 92.7. It's Tiger football. Alamogordo leads 8-0 at the start of the second quarter.
Hey, Mike, what's your favorite car?
That's easy. Chevy Camaro. Johnson, what's your favorite truck?
Even easier, the GMC Sierra 18-4, autographed by Chuck Norris himself.
Oh my gosh, no way. Me too.
Mikey, what's your favorite place to buy your new car?
Desert Sun Motors Chevrolet. Oh my God, did we just become best friends? After the Appreciation Day at Desert Sun Chevrolet, we have made so many new friends.
Mike, what did you expect? With all that money you saved them in rebates and supplier pricing,
I still have more savings and deals for the month of August. Right now on a brand new GMC Sierra 1500, you can save up to $10,000 off.
With little or no money down financing, vehicle purchases have never been easier. Keep your money in your pockets and drive away in a brand new vehicle from Desert Sun Chevrolet.
If I can't fit a vehicle in your budget, Jonathan has plenty of late model pre-owned to save you money.
I am paying more than average market value for your trade.
So come see us at 2600 North White Sands Boulevard.
Shop online at desertsunmotors.com.
Every student wants their high school sports apparel, and there's only one place to get it, the Winner's Circle. They carry all the local school letter jackets, whether you're a Tiger, Wildcat, or Bear. While you're there, get your jacket personalized with embroidery, stitching, and have your letters and patches sewn on too. They also carry trophies, plaques, and awards, and service with a smile. It's all at the Winner's Circle, 1201 10th Street in Alamogordo.
We make personal loans for all sorts of reasons. Braces, cars, weddings, pianos, unexpected medical expenses, vacations, and more. We leave the reasons up to you. If we can help you, we do. See us about a personal loan. Federally insured by NCUA, OFCU, 3 branches in Otero County, 434-8500.
Tularosa Basin Telephone Company is famous for keeping you connected. They promise to deliver fast speed, provide a reliable network, and do it all with a smile. Their customer service team is on top of every call with the answers you need. In fact, they believe their customers are the most important part of their business. Give Tularosa Basin Telephone Company a call at 585-2700 for the internet experience you've been waiting for.
If you and your family are looking for a new home, you don't have to look far for a home mortgage. As a community bank, we not only have great rates, we offer you friendly financial service right here in the neighborhood. There are a lot of options in real estate lending. We're here to see that you get a loan you can live with. Talk to us about your home mortgage. We're an equal housing lender. First National Bank, member FDIC. When you grow, we grow.
When you hear the term Outfitters of Champions, you know it's the Winner's Circle. They can do all your custom silk screen and embroidery on hats, shirts, and jackets. Whether it's for your business, team sales, special events, or personal use. The Winner's Circle is the place for quality work at reasonable prices with group and team discounts available. They also customize trophies, personalized plaques, and sporting gear. The Winner's Circle, 1201 10th Street, or give them a call at 437-9373.
Welcome back. You're listening to Tiger Football on Coyote Country 92.7. They just announced that the weather delay is going to be pushed till 8:30, so that's another 45 minutes away. I'm going to play some music for y'all instead. So for those of you listening to us on the stream, we're going to shut it down. I don't want to get in trouble with the copyright folks with us playing copyrighted music. So the stream is going to shut off. We will bring it back on as soon as we are ready to start broadcasting again here from Tiger Stadium. So for those of you, again, that are listening to us on the ESPN Alamogordo YouTube stream, and I just saw a flash of lightning a second ago, so there definitely is lightning in the area. I'd like to see the fans that are over on the far side get off the field and some of the other folks that are standing out here for their safety. But we're going to shut off the stream here in just a second again. As soon as we get ready to come back, or if we end up getting postponed or something, we'll make sure we come back on the air and let you know what's going on there. So for those of you that are listening to us online, we're going to say goodbye for right now. Hopefully I can